Want it all from the ground floor to my angels. Daddy cool diesel, heavyweight champ of the people. Future look bright like a casino. One of them seeds on my chico. Root of all evil.
Good evening, Mzansi. Yes, sir. My father-in-law, the president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, was welcomed to South Africa last week by President Cyril Tumamina Ramaphosa. Shame. Uncle Cyril looks like he's going through the most. The Ghanaian president looked like a snack, while the president, Ramaphosa, looked like he could use a tequila and a Red Bull. Last week, former rugby player and anchor Ashwin Willemse graduated with distinction from Wits, Halala Philobitsi, with a master's in entrepreneurship and new venture creation. Now I understand why he walked out on SuperSport. He had an assignment to submit. Too soon. And further abroad, a 92-year-old woman in America allegedly killed her son, who wanted to put her in an old age home. Heban. Let this be a lesson to you if you have an elderly mom or a dad. You're busy here thinking grandma must just relax. Meanwhile, Chris just wants a nice time out here. From an old age home to a badass prison. Oh, gogo. I can just see the judge now. You are sentenced to life. Sorry, life support. I can't give you life, ma'am. I mean, you're 92. I mean, your life is over. You're next in the queue. But if you want to jump now, wait your turn. We have a great show ahead. Deputy Minister of Telecommunications and Postal Services, Honorable Stella Ndabeni-Abrahams, and a spin doctor for the Department of Arts and Culture, Asanda Magaqa, are coming up in a bit. But first, Glenn Majavani, what's the WTF of the day?
Thank you, Tumi. It's Tuesday, and thanks for choosing WTF Tumi. Today's WTF of the day is why the fall. Damn, MT is controversial. If he's not showing us his knob, then now he's showing up high for interviews. And then if you haven't seen that, you must see what he got up to this weekend. Hey, we've managed to get a special mic, you see. What we did, we put a mic into his head so we could record a WTF mic into his head to record his thoughts. Let's hear it, and let's play what actually went through his mind. Yeah, man, I'm so dope right now. Or maybe I've just had too much dope. I'm so high, I don't even know what track is playing. Oh man, it's cool. I've got the money already, so I'm just gonna kind of stand here. I think I might be falling asleep. Oh no, wait, hang on. They're gonna absolutely love this. Here we go. Hey! MT. Oh, man, when they say mic drop, it doesn't mean you must drop with the mic. Come on, man. Think about it.
Wow. How does that song of his go? If she's tripping, leave a bitch alone. If she's tripping, leave a bitch alone. And if we are lawyer, then you're gonna fall. Anyway, it's time to
No, wait, hang on. I'm sorry, Tumi. I'm just gonna stop right here. I can't believe we have not mentioned this, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to tell you that my friend and co-host, Tumi Moraki, has signed a Netflix deal that she's going to have a showcase around the globe. In fact, I don't know if you know this, but she will be the first ever female on the continent to do this.
Thanks, Glenn. Guys.
When are you shooting that, Tooms?
We're shooting this in Montreal in 2 weeks. So I'm off to Canada, babies.
Do you have an opening act?
Who'll run the show if I'm busy that side and when?
Maybe my dinga's doing that.
Thank you. Moving swiftly along, comrades and comradesses, let's welcome our first guest. She is the Honorable Minister of Telecommunications and Postal Services, all protocol observed, Mrs. Stella Ndabeni-Abrahams. This is how lit it is in government. What is she drinking, my darling?
Wow, that is a beautiful outfit, I would just like to say. Very nice. I'm just going to slow this down a little bit because honestly, it's giving me anxiety. It's giving me anxiety.
No, she wanted to show us the strong arm.
Right, now the
of
single,
governing.
I don't know if you know, but the single most, I would say, the single bit most troubled thing that South Africans struggle with is, in fact, in communications, is, in fact, data. We know this, the price of data is very high, so I've called this drink Data Must Fall.
Oh.
And I think you'll enjoy it. You mustn't fall. But
Definitely, I will not fall. And
Enjoy it.
because Dumi has just received Netflix spot, data has to fall, darling.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. How else will South Africans watch? Thank you. You heard it right here for the first time on WTF to me. Data is on its way down. So, Honorable Minister, it looks like the wheel has landed on dip it. So you have to dip your face into a basin.
All right.
it's actually...
But look at how her face is so beautifully beat. Now she must put it in water to pull out an apple.
Does protocol
no,
allow that, darling?
Oh, you like it?
Does protocol allow that I dip my
Does
face in
protocol
that
allow
dish?
your face to?
Did you check
This
that?
is a very good question. Hey, Glenn, this is awkward. Oh, but the apple helps you because it's observing protocol by giving you a little stalk. If you use your teeth well, you may not get your face that wet. Please go ahead. You have 10 seconds to get that apple out.
With my mouth.
Yes.
With your face, man.
My goodness. No, you can
No,
do
let
that to
us
me.
see you do these things. Show the people that you will give the people what they want.
Show the people that you
are
are the
for
next
the people,
president.
by the people, of the people. I hope. Move it if you need to.
Come on,
but
guys.
You need to use your apple. Your mouth. There we go. Ampur. There's a plan there. I believe in you. I believe in you, Honorable.
Okay.
Whoa, hey! Ampur. You are very honorable. I'm honored right now.
Okay,
All right.
I'm going to spin the
It's
wheel
becoming
again.
dishonorable. It's okay, Honorable Minister. You had you on
I'm
your
spinning
knees.
again.
I don't think this country can ever live this down.
Okay.
Please don't PVR this moment too much.
It's landed on day.
Okay, can we clean her face?
On
Please bring
there.
her.
I've got a towel.
Please bring her
Thank you.
the standard issue.
Sorry
The
about
things
that.
you make us do.
I know. But it's nothing worse than what you have to do in Parliament, I'm sure.
That's what I signed up for.
You're no longer the youngest person in Parliament, but you're still you're the youngest minister we have still, though, aren't you? Is anyone younger than you?
Yes, darling, there's lots of people younger
than you?
Yes, lots
But
actually.
at some point you were the baby.
I was the youngest when
You
I
were the
was
youngest,
appointed,
yes.
of course, and then as the time moves on and then others were appointed, we have Minister of Science and Technology.
Who's
She's
younger
the baby, I'm a year older than her.
But you
We
look
have-
like a year. You're the same.
No, Sissy, the years
year.
are different. There's the 7 at the end and there's the 8 on the other one.
Do you feel like you're going to an old age home, though, sometimes? Because you guys are young, and then the other ministers on the other side of the spectrum. Do you ever feel like, hi?
I get
going to
so
the office is
scared.
like, you're a nurse in an old
I get so scared that, my goodness, this age is catching up with us. But what I always decide to do is to say, okay, how do I make the best out of it whilst I'm still active and consider myself as a young adult?
Sure. But like, do you get tired of the protocol, or do you insist on the protocol?
I'm not a protocol person, to me.
Eh?
I can't, I will die. That's the honest thing.
But you have
that,
elderly people who say, they're like, oh, honorable, oh, please, my minister, oh.
yeah, I always tell them, if you prefer to show that as a sign of respect, the only way that you must respect me through is doing your work. I don't expect you to give me a standing ovation. I don't need that. You're making me nervous.
Before you go to the ad break, I'm going to insist that she does the dare because that's the protocol of the show. So what is the dare? Do we know it? Okay.
The dare is, she must send a tweet that says, I will be the first South African female president.
Oh, yeah.
Then you must hashtag WTF to
There I'm
Yes.
going, baby.
Yeah,
Yes,
tweet it,
queen.
ne? I will be the first South African female president.
Hashtag.
WTF to me. While she does that, we'll take an ad break. Welcome back to hashtag WTF to me. Remember, we are on Facebook, the Gram, and Twitter at WTF to me. We are hanging out with Honorable Deputy Minister Stella Ndabeni-Abrahams.
Hello there.
So tell me, when all this reshuffling is happening, does it become like employment opportunities, or does it just become like you are just being shifted to new portfolios all the time?
Well, it's just like you are changed from another portfolio, of which I've been very fortunate because I moved to and from communications and telecommunications, so it's the same space for me.
Yeah.
But indeed, because you don't know what the progress that has been made after you left. But yeah,
And
just
do you-
like changing your contract from another job to a senior position or
And
something else.
do you ever fear that you might wake up with a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning for some reason, and you've been reshuffled out of the cabinet?
You're only saying, do I fear around 3 a.m.?
Yes.
As I'm sitting here, the way I introduce myself, I tell people I am the Deputy Minister of Telecommunications currently serving. So that they know I can get a call right now whilst we're in the middle of this interview and I have to go out. I'm no longer Deputy Minister.
We asked the EFF Bay if they've got a WhatsApp group. Do you guys have a WhatsApp group?
As?
As
Or maybe as a
ministers?
telecommunications
Yeah.
team.
Well,
do you-
I do have for my office, yes.
But with all the other ministers and deputy
No,
ministers?
definitely we don't have.
No, the ministerial, what? You guys don't have a WhatsApp group? Like government ministers or hashtag
well,
slay ministers?
Not all ministers on WhatsApp. Also must respect adults. Don't do that.
What adults? My uncle is on WhatsApp.
Eh, wena.
We
Adults
find
don't
out
play
about
zap
people
zap.
on WhatsApp, bruh.
Adults don't play zap zap. You must know that. Zap zap is for young
Zap
ones.
zap.
Yes, zap zap is for young ones. So don't do that.
Wow.
Respect old people, please.
What's been your biggest heartbreak in politics?
Wow. My biggest heartbreak was losing the 2 metros. The one in the Eastern Cape, which is Nelson Mandela Bay, and of course here in Gauteng.
And those are big metros.
Yes, big.
At
I
that
mean,
point, like, did you look inwards and go, yeah, mhlambe, we need to...
Definitely I did. Remember, as we grow every day in terms of the ANC being in power, we learn certain things. And then out of those, you're like, well, this I can take and move it forward. But this one definitely have to unlearn because it has not helped us to achieve what we are supposed to achieve. So it taught us certain things that we need to go back and make sure that we reclaim that trust that our people had in us.
Now, I'm curious. You know, I'm listening to this gorgeous woman speaking to me right now, intelligent, working in government. And I'm thinking, when you were sitting in that security office as a receptionist, did you ever picture yourself speaking like this?
Never. You would have imagined. I've always said Parliament is for old people.
Yeah.
Actually, even by the time I went to Parliament, I was refusing. I went to Parliament, I was sworn in because people were saying, no, you've got to go, Stella. Other young people did not make it on the list.
Sure.
And you made it. And the time I made it, I didn't want to go to Parliament. They were like, no, just in case. But it so happened that I got enough votes and I made it. But I still went back to my old job. Yes.
That
And
job,
because I'm an irritant, my boss was not pleased.
that job was a security firm, right?
Well, no, I had already left the security firm by the time I went to Parliament. I was working for EXEC now.
Okay, because I wanted to know at the security firm, because if you were taking calls and people were in trouble, did you still throw in the political, because that wouldn't have helped, because now you are exactly what juncture. You know how you guys like to extrapolate on your speech, but now you got to be fast with the security thing, so that must have not worked for you.
Some security issues are political. Therefore, you are forced to bring that political element into the problems that they are facing.
I understand that.
Yeah, we've seen some of our politicians. We get it. But you're quite an attractive minister. But you got married in 2012, ne?
Yes.
So were you doing it quickly because you're like, hey, I design food. Sometimes you don't know that I will land on you. Oh.
No, man, come on. It had nothing to do with that. My man had been begging, wanting a wife in me, and I felt like I wasn't ready. But to tell the truth, one of the things that made me to say, oh, yes, I imagined you guys running and saying everything about me. Deputy Minister's boyfriend, I was like, yo, these ones will run
A whole
me amok.
boyfriend for a whole minister.
I was like, this man has been begging.
Huh, let's see who else has been begging in her DMs. Let's play
Oh my
hashtag
God.
top 3. Honorable Minister, this is a point at which you either remain honorable or we dishonor you, depending on what we discover. As you look at the wheel on the screen, we are going to spin it. Wherever it lands, if it lands on the Instagram or the Twitter, we are going to your DMs and we are going to find 3 things that which you need to explain or extrapolate on, whereby You will
Violation
have
of
to-
privacy.
Kuhamang, this is my house. This is a different parliament. You will observe my
Then I'm going to
protocol.
switch off internet, I promise.
No way. And then if it lands on the handbag, I'm going to look for 3 things in your handbag. Let's spin the wheel. Yes!
Oh, wow.
Telephone.
Oh, wow.
It's in your hand that time. Siyabonga.
Oh,
This
wow.
phone belongs to me, not even my
Did you
husband
declare it?
access it. These things are not declared. They can't be made public to me. Respect
Please, yeah,
protocols.
it's okay. I'm respecting.
I give up on you.
And I'm respecting. Your phone is not even locked. No, it is locked. Unlock your phone.
No! It's your protocol to open my
No,
phone.
you can't be. You know, when you travel to other countries, you respect their rules and
No,
regulations.
we respect the rules of the game. Internet, darling. So we've got to be secured at all times.
Oh, thank you very much. There we go. We are in her Twitter. She already has 20 messages just by being here. But if we slide into her demographics, let's see what's happening in her DMs. Minister, your phone is very hard to do. Ah, there we go, Deputy Minister. But I think it's good that I accidentally call you Minister because it means it's a calling. I'm prophesying.
And I
that the
receive, I
promotion is
receive in
coming.
Jesus' name, I
it,
receive.
Receive it. Oh, Tele. What does Tele mean?
Stella?
Oh, they call you Tele. So
No.
somebody was just saying Tele as in,
Oh, I think man, take it then.
what's to take it, Tisa?
It's a nickname probably that
they
one
call you
choose,
Nganyasha.
that choose to
Nganyasha.
give to me. You know, you said I'm attractive, so
Oh.
they come with all the funny things.
Okay. Hey, you're doing good things for people, eh? Startup Mzansi says thanks. Have a wonderful day. Big smile and exclamation mark. I want to see if anybody else. Ow. Bati, all hands on deck, girl. And Kosika cool Stella rated with a big kiss afterwards. And funny enough, we're going to meet the person who sent her this message just now. And the last message is from a lovely lady, Laura Fouquet. And she says, brilliant, thank you. Based on your DMs, I can see that across the spectrum of race in South Africa, there is a lot of pleasure in your DMs. Honorable Deputy Minister, I'm very proud of you. Glenn, what is your Take Me Back Tuesday for this week?
So, Take Me Back Tuesday today is this portfolio committee member who we actually can't name for her protection, but hey, take a look at this.
But fact of the matter is, justice delay is justice denied. Justice denied is justice delay is justice. Yes, that one.
Oh, wow. I think to top that off, she should have given listen properly. But I do have to give it to her for trying, though. I really hope she doesn't have a son called Justice, because then, I mean, he'll just have to deny him everything.
Shame. You know what breaks my heart about that is that the English literally fought with her mouth and won.
At the end of the day, I just think justice prevailed.
Well, on that note, wait. Before we move on, who is that lady? She also won't name her for her protection. Well, let's welcome our second guest. She's a former news anchor. She currently is the spokesperson of the Minister of Arts and Culture. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Asanda Magaqa. Did you see the love?
I like that.
Did you see that parliamentary love? Was there a kiss or did I imagine that?
It was a kiss. Peck on the chip.
I
And
am
stop
applying
right there.
for a job. How do I get into Parliament? I want to get into. Glenn, what's Asanda drinking?
Asanda, she describes herself apparently as ruralitarian. Am I right?
That's correct.
So I've made, I don't know what that means, but I have made a drink called the ruralitarian. It's in display. I think you might know exactly what I mean.
I'm not so sure what you mean, Glenn.
Okay.
Me neither.
The wheel. Oh, excuse me. The wheel has landed on truth. Now, it's totally illegal to do this, but if it were legal, what would you do?
Just repeat that.
You have to complete the sentence. it is totally illegal to do this. But if it were legal, I would.
I would punish in extreme ways, painful ways,
Oh,
child abusers and
Yes.
rapists.
Yes. Yes.
sure. Listen, it is very clear the women of this country have had enough. Last night, Simpiwa Tana was on the same tip.
Same
All
tip.
I'm saying is, if you know you are trash, you are in trouble. Now, before we get carried away, you had a promising career as a slay queen. Yes, we see you there, queening already in life, crowning everything. Girl, talk to us. This was what, 2005?
2005.
2005.
I need to manage my Facebook
Guys.
page.
She won Miss Commonwealth in 2006, bruh. You could have been Miss Universe.
Sissy, there's a story. I need to explain this. We all grew up watching Miss South Africa. Jackie Mofokeng, Vasitsana Makhalamele, Peggy Sukumalo. I was a little girl. I loved watching that.
Yeah.
But at some point, I figured that the height is not,
against
it's not happening. It's not putting me on par with the criteria
Yes.
that is required in order to walk this path and flourish in this department. So how I ended up there on that picture is because, you know, I was an intern at SABC 2005, and my dream car was the Nissan Micra.
Oh, so you were in it for the car.
So I saw an ad. I was reading it, Elite Dispatch, I think, or the Herald. So I'm sitting in the newsroom. I see win a Nissan Micra. And I'm like, yes, here's my plan. I read the details. Enter Miss Port Elizabeth, 2005. I'm like, yay.
Get in, girl.
And I'm at 7-8 kilograms over, you know.
Hey.
But it's okay.
You'll drink lemon juice.
It's okay. I'm in. So that's how I ended up. I mean, the criteria simply doesn't allow. We know how the criteria
Yeah.
is. But also maybe you can reconcile that with that I have a bit of a rebellious streak, especially if the cause is good. So
Yeah.
just because the criteria says I need to be 1.7 and weigh 50 kilograms, and I'm not that,
Yeah.
I'm going to enter anyway.
Nice.
I'm going to enter.
Nice.
And I did that. I had to lose a lot of weight, and yeah, but
You got your car.
I did not get the car.
Excuse Choma.
But I got number 2.
I was like,
And someone told me that it was a big struggle in the judging room because it took longer than normal.
Yeah.
Because I think for the first time the challenge there was that the standard prototype that should win is
not
this
win.
one,
Yeah.
but the stronger contestant
Was you.
is this one.
So her clothes were guitaring harder than yours.
Yes.
On that
So
day.
there was that fight, and I know a woman who said, so are we going to penalize her because she doesn't look like a beauty queen? Because I don't, Stella.
I
That's
disagree.
who.
She does.
That's who.
I completely disagree.
I just want to know, just talking about cars, do you guys roll around with the other cars around you?
Aibo. I'm a public servant.
What do you
No,
mean?
she wouldn't. I mean, she used to work for the Guptas. She doesn't roll like that. She's
Guptas?
Who does?
Yeah, she used to work for the Guptas, and then they fired her. You were fired by the Guptas. Why? Were you so incorruptible? They were like, we
She
can't
told you she's rebellious. So what did you expect?
Why?
No.
Were you insisting on doing things by the
Guys,
book? What was your problem?
What did you do? Did you go to IPD and NPA to investigate a person before you put them on this couch?
So no,
No, true story. In fact, you have a producer here who said this to me
Yeah.
in the passage, that you got fired because of us. I went in there. I was headhunted, in fact. And I had a wonderful time, really, most of the time. But it quickly became apparent to me that my experience was not similar to my fellow workers. Now, to me, when Noheli Apa, you know, you've got your sound guy, you've got your floor managers, you've got your camera people. We speak to each other. So it became apparent to me that there were some seriously vulnerable people that I work with, not treated well. And I took a decision to organize the workforce into, you know, a union and get them unionized.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Yeah, I can see where this is going, and the crew's getting excited. Yeah, you're all happy with our peanuts and raisins. Yeah, please let's go for an ad break. You are starting a revolution. are back. This is hashtag WTF to me, in case you did not know. We are still hanging out with our honorary guest, Deputy Minister Stella Ndabeni-Abrahams, slaying, and Asanda Magaqa, killing it. Now, Asanda, you know, we all know you by your official title, but you have an even more important, less official perhaps title that needs to be known. You are the Secretary General of Asina Madoda. Asina Madoda Twitter is a powerful movement of single women who are owning these streets. Stella, did you know? Honorable Stella, wait,
That I didn't know. No, we Stella here.
Okay.
We left the Honorable in Cape Town. So just
I need to quit Twitter, Magiti.
No, but let's help because we're both, we're like, you guys are both hot women. One is taken, one is looking.
I think because of this men that decide to be trash, then they're making our sisters struggle, really. Because when you choose, you know we have got to choose something. Of course, we can't tolerate anything that comes our way as women of today.
Is this where you stand, though? No, you wouldn't be, though, because you wouldn't actively be pushing the struggle on Twitter.
Let me tell you something what Stella's not aware of. And I was working for another broadcaster at Nasrec where they were attending the national conference, is that immediately after that important conference convened and concluded, Asina Madoda Twitter held its own congress. And it was an elective congress.
Yes.
So we don't necessarily meet in each other's lounges.
Yes.
Like you said, it's a movement.
It's a movement.
That acknowledges our predicament or our...
Has it been fruitful, though?
The Congress declared, I mean, at her slayship, Ulopi is our president.
Hey.
Okay. We have honorary presidents in the form of Ulebu Mashile.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know, they are very strong, dynamic women.
So, so if cows head your way, you are to now pass over the
You must declare that indeed my status has changed, and the criteria varies. You know, I think Lebu Mashile put it very well that look, if you've got a partner that is frequent in your private space for elongated periods of time, you don't qualify.
You don't qualify.
If you have, there's different criteria. So if that eventuality occurs for me. I would then have to declare to the, the top 6, and they would then take a resolution.
There's no NGC that will remove you. It's just the top 6.
No, we have a top. Remember, it's an organization in its early stages.
But I feel like, this is your opportunity for outreach. It's your opportunity for outreach, Stella. You got yourself a Ben 3. Close enough to a Ben 10. It's a Ben 3.
Yes.
How can she score herself a Ben 10? Because I feel she's got too much energy for an older somebody. He will not survive.
I fully agree, actually.
I'm so glad.
That's the men that slow down, even those old ones. You can't survive with them.
I can be on that.
Take it from me.
Dignified.
Go for the Ben 3 and your life is set. Your life is set. You won't have any problems of diabetic issues and all those issues of whatever.
Cholesterol.
Take it from me, baby. Take it from me.
What
You'll
about
be set for life?
pulled muscles? Now that you've got something younger and healthier, do you need to stretch?
You know, these things we exercise all the time. You know, we know how to do it with baby, you know.
Hey.
We just fresh, we just get there. No, I can't. I pray that I tell him actually all the time, there's no way baby you're gonna leave me.
So what is your advice to me?
Again.
Be you, and take what you think you like. Take it.
Seize the bay. Take it. Seize the bay. Okay, I like it.
I think it's time for a game. On that note, we're going to play a game called Smash or Pass. Let's do it.
Sure.
So how this game works, ladies, is we are going to give you these batons. On the one side it says smash, on the other side it says pass. We're going to play you some pictures of celebrities and things that you might like, and you just have to answer and explain why. The game is largely Stella based on you, for you. Asanda, sorry. But Stella and Tumi are going to help along just to
because we are now otherwise occupied. Okay. We can make sure you make the right decisions.
Okay.
Okay, ready. First one.
Oh.
Ngaba Yomzi. Ngaba. Pass.
How do you pass?
I do not want to put myself in any compromising position of utterances I might regret.
Oh, but she doesn't. You know what? I think she's worried that there'll be too much power. Xhosa vibes.
Oh.
Extreme
okay.
sports. You know why? Is it too pretty for you?
Yo.
Okay, let's.
I've never seen a spokesperson
Is it because of the
speechless.
kids? Is it because of the kids?
What
The kids.
kids?
She's scared of baby mama drama. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay, next. Okay. Shivambu. Oh,
I knew
yes.
it. I knew it.
I like
Oh yeah,
that.
and you? What's your take? Oh really? Oh, wow.
Why not, Tooms?
Oh, he looks very traditional. He looks like I'll have to sleep on the floor and then come to the business we say water. And then we do the thing and say, how, why? What's the appeal? I don't
Because
find
the
it
challenge is everything, and you want somebody that's going to help you think all the time.
But you can't be
You
challenging
need a
in the
challenge.
bedroom even.
Yes, and then you challenge him back. That's how you get creative.
What are you talking about?
Smash or pass.
Oh, okay.
Next
We
one.
just smashed. Floyd.
Ooh, and what do you think of John Boynton Lee?
Boynton Lee, a bit of vanilla thriller.
Oh,
I'm not
Yeah.
sure about
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Not
For
like it.
freedom. For freedom.
did you see how Serena's husband treats her?
Yo, I see.
Do you see?
Oh.
We've got a pass here quickly.
Oh, why are you passing?
Stel.
I'm just passing because I looked at him and I don't like him for her.
Ah,
Okay.
nice.
That's it.
Next.
Moving on.
Very honest.
Okay, Lunga. Quickly. No for Tumi. Why not?
I don't want to be with a guy who looks like he'll be looking himself in the mirror while we're pumping.
I need to.
Well, then we'll never be together.
Even when he
He's
lifts
a
you, actually, you'll feel the pain.
magnificent man, but I don't know why you both think I need a Ben 10. And in phone,
Oh.
No, we're not giving you a 10.
and so he's lovely, but for my little sisters and cousins.
3 passes. Last
Okay,
one,
3
guys.
passes.
Last
Let's
one.
take this still a space for one more.
Morris.
And him.
Okay. All right.
What's up?
That coffee thing.
You guys look like I need to get you ice.
Black
We do need it.
Sweetheart.
Those faces that you guys just made now.
That thing over there. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it.
Okay,
I'm
good.
sorry, I don't like him because he looks like over-promise, under-deliver kind of guy. Let's take a break while we try and hook up Asanda with someone offline. This might take a while. Welkom terug naar #WTF-Timmy. Ach man, say iets hier aan ons. We love you guys. Let's read some of your tweets. Minister is gorgeous. I love her energy. #WTF to me.
I see what he's doing there. Stare, like staring.
He likes it.
Minister.
Next,
That's staring.
next, please.
Next.
The show deserves nothing but fire emoji. Oh, thanks, Kimso. Love it. Next. I can see the deputy minister accelerated is following the protocol of being hot. Aluta continua. Ooh, shram. All right, we are burning it up.
Oh, very
now, back to the Secretary General of Asnamadon. You've written a book. The book is called The Lawyers Who Did Live by Law Alone, the story of the National Association of Democratic Lawyers.
Is that the whole? Is that the whole book?
It's in my purse. So
Is it possible this is why you're single? I mean, this is the title. Why lawyers?
So it's the lawyers who did not live by law alone, and it's a play on, you know, the Bible scripture about man shall not live by bread alone.
Yes.
So in this case, lawyers are expected to uphold the law, but the story that I'm focusing on here, which has resulted in this book, which is coming out in November, is that these were lawyers that were active in the struggle. And we know that the laws of that day were lawyers where people were not equal before the law. These were lawyers that dispossessed people, discriminated, criminalized people. So these lawyers, the likes of Dala Oma, Pius Langa, Silas Nganunu, and many others who went on in democratic South Africa to occupy various spaces in the legal sector, including various benches. Udada Doc Somyalo is the first attorney to become admitted as judge, both white and black, because post-1994, you know, that was one of the challenges. Can they preside and take over? So that is what the book is about, and it's been a lot of hard work to me, but I'm incredibly proud.
I'm literally overwhelmed now because I'm going, great, now I'm under pressure to buy this book because like the premise already is like, yeah, yes. And if you don't know but you just want land, you must know. Stella, if there's any portfolio that you would love to lead before you ever quit Parliament, what would it be?
It would be science and technology.
Yeah?
Yeah, simply because I'm more of an innovation person. I love supporting especially young innovators, whereby we don't say, what is it that you've put on the table, but the thought, the idea that you have. Then I want to build on that idea, and therefore we make it something big that everybody can see. So I would love to be in science central just to change, because everybody talks about the 4th industrial revolution, but nobody is doing the actual work that requires to be done. Okay. Because all citizens must be digitized, yes. Everything that must be done, but we are not there yet, although we have strides that we are making as government.
Okay. Well,
not that I want to take over Ken Sani's position, though.
I'm glad you led me to this, because in terms of getting things done, well, I can't have a Minister of Telecommunications here and not use her to send very important messages from the citizens of the
especially country. If I also deal with postal.
Because we have moved, you know, we've changed presidential eras from Kuzwayo to Tunywayo. So please.
Hi, man, you didn't say that.
Telecommunications and postal services.
Yeah, and postal services. This is where the postal services come in. I need you to make sure it gets to the right person. Please, his name is right there.
Am I allowed to check? Because I can't just hand over postal to the president. I haven't checked if there's no bomb in it.
I will send you an NDA to sign. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with Nomfundo Xaluva when we return. And we're back. This is hashtag WTF to me. Asanda's niece is already tweeting out to tell her we've been waiting to be bridesmaids. So I hope we get this thing right. We're now going to get into a game of hashtag never that. And to help us play, please help me welcome our performer for tonight, Nomfundo Xaluva.
Right, hello, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me. Diablela.
Okay, it's a pleasure. This is how this game works, guys. You've got bats in your hands. On one side it says yes, and the other side says never that. You just have to answer honestly and truthfully, and we're going to ask you why. Tumi's going to ask the questions. Is she ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Here we go. Let's do it.
Never have I ever had a thing for a married person. Had a thing for a married person.
Never from Nomfundo.
Had a thing, wanted, thirsted for, perhaps even coveted a married person. As quickly as possible.
Deputy
Please
Minister?
answer, yes or no?
Never. Oh, yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Queen. Quickly, Asanda? Yes. Did you? Okay. Well, now I'm going to choose not to believe you. Did you finish, or did you just?
Upon discovering that there was no divorce decree, I withdrew.
I see.
Okay.
Never have I ever binged on food to get over someone. Binged on food to get over someone.
I don't even get appetite.
I know from...
Yeah,
no,
you see, depression makes you hungry. Not hungry. I mean, it makes you lose appetite. I've never lied to someone to avoid more trouble. Oh, have you ever lied to someone? Have you ever lied to someone to avoid more trouble?
As children, though, I think it's...
As a child, okay. And for you, Stella, was it parliamentary or was it personal? Okay, that's our answer. And for you?
Yeah, as a child, I think also as an adult, you know, so yeah. Also like
white lies.
when it comes to money, like rather.
Nomfundo Spindile, how to answer these things diplomatically. Never have I ever swam naked in the pool.
Never ever swim.
Taking a skinny dip, swim naked?
No.
Never that? Oh, have you? Ooh, was this before or after ministerial powers?
Just because I am married to my husband, so we get to do all of those right now. This is such a good time. We don't care about ministerial issues or whatever. When we're there, we just do our things.
Can my husband and I join you guys? Is it a big pool?
You're welcome, darling.
Okay, that's how it begins. Never have I ever doubted my sexuality. Questioned. Mhlambe thinking maybe you might be lesbian, or maybe you might be interested in everyone. So you guys are being short, but I saw you guys kiss and it looked very comfortable.
Hi, that's what we do a Pondwe in the Eastern Cape.
You are so deep to me.
That's a no from everyone.
Standard.
It's sister love,
It's sister love.
Okay.
I'm gonna move the attention over to here, Madame. We have got you here, and it's lovely to have you. And I want to know, you are headlining Joy of Jazz. Is that right?
Ooh. Well, I'm actually with the project celebrating Nelson Mandela's legacy. As you know, it's the centenary. So yeah, I'm with the project called Nelson Mandela, The Song Lives On, and we'll be on stage at the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz.
That's going to be big. That's going to be huge. Your album is also coming out, am I not mistaken?
No, both my albums are out. I'm in pre-production, sort of writing phase for the next one, but I've got so many other things that I'm doing. I'm just letting the albums that I have reach further.
Geleza Clever.
Yes.
Quickly.
Geleza Clever is Standard Bank Joy of Jazz's CSI project. That's what they call it, yeah? So we go into communities and we give music workshops, from copyright to writing to production of events. So, yeah, and it's free. So community people come through and we just basically ask questions. We get to interact with them and we get to have free food, you know, and network and just have good time. So it's really very valuable.
Incredible. I'm so looking forward to your performance. Thank you for coming onto the show. I can't wait. Tums, over to you, darling.
I would like to thank my guests for tonight, Ndabeni-Abrahams and Asanda Magaqa. From myself and Glenn, good night. Nomfundo is standing by with Baya Teta.
All right. Oh my goodness.
But to me, we make a gag. I think anything like.
Bathetha ngegama lam, bahleli ngegama lam, bathetha ngobomi bam, bahleka ngentloni zam, bayathetha. Bahambela phakude, bothetha kude kuse, bazintoni. Ndimhle, ndiyintombi enesidima, ndihambela phezulu. Ndimhle, ndiyintombi enesidima, ndihambela phezulu. Ndimhle, ndiyintombi enesidima, ndihambela phezulu. Bayathetha, akuncedu ukhala, abantu balo mhlaba bayathetha. akuncedu ukhala abantu balomhlaba bayathi bazintoni bahambela phakude bothetha thetha kude kuse bazintoni